Yeah, I don't think that would work simply because of privacy and all of that, but I mean, I wouldn't be against it. I mean, it's not that big of a deal to just move my phone over to my arm and get it on my phone, so. Kind of wish it would go on my watch. Of course, there's a lot of things I wish would go on my watch, like the Roku app. I'd like to be able to just use my watch to change channels on the TV. That would be fucking awesome. But no. Now I have to reach for my phone.
Oh my god, you're so wrong. This is awesome. Watch this.
What? Oh, is there one for?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I was watching somebody live stream and their thing was going like, it's time to take your medicine. It's time to take your injection. I'm like, what the hell is that? And yeah, it was like their blood sugar thing like alerts them when they need to take insulin.
Ugh.
So it was like it wouldn't shut the hell up though, and they wouldn't like silence it. So
Yeah.
I was listening to someone try and talk over like a machine voice, being like, "Take your injection." And I'm like, "What?"
Well, that sounds like it's probably the Dexcom, and from everybody that I've known that uses the Dexcom, so it's supposed to alert you automatically when your blood sugar is too low or too high. Except that it doesn't. And so, if you're relying on that, like Shannon was, our friend John and Shannon, they got the Dexcom because she frequently, she was in a diabetic coma at one point, and she's had a number of problems with low blood sugar, usually at night. I mean, when she went into the coma, John woke up and found her downstairs sleeping on at first he thought she was sleeping, then he thought she was dead, and then realized that she did have a pulse, so he called 911, and yeah, very scary. It's not working. It's not alerting anybody, and it's set up so that it's supposed to, alert either his phone or her phone, and no messages came through at all. So, no, I'll just stick with the Libre.
They should make a robot that like shoots you with a dart.
Yes, yes, it's time for your insulin. Funk.
That got me in the neck.
Got my insulin and my COVID vax all in one shot.
Yeah.
And a flu vaccine and
News about some of the alert dogs.
Yeah.
well, it's really funny. Our cat Piper, she gets really needy when Kate's blood sugar is too low. It's really weird. Like she jumps up and is like on her chest and clawing her chest, and so yeah, animals know.
They can smell it. They got a really good sense of smell.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So Weeben, we're gonna just skip over Weeben for now. He said that he's gonna be a little bit late.
Blacker.
I know. Let's see.
Deducted one level.
And you said you're not gonna play Clitaris.
I was able to dig out her character sheet, so if you guys want me to, I can.
I don't know. She's kind of your tank. That's not a bad idea.
Okay, yeah, I can learn
Okay. Welcome to Storm King's Thunder. God, I had to think about which game this was. Jesus. Not enough coffee this morning. Before we get started, I would like to thank a friend of the Greenwater Guildhall. None of these are sponsorships or partnerships of any kind. These are just companies that we really like. Today we would like to thank Dogmight Games. Dogmight Games makes beautiful wooden accessories for your tabletop role-playing games, such as DM screens, dice trays. Yeah. Your wife just posted and said, "Oh, Billy should be playing Clitaris today." They also have this awesome thing called the Player Vault, and it is a combination dice tray, dice vault, has a slot for to hold your pens, And then it has a plexiglass cover on it that is etched with a character sheet of your choice, so that you can use a dry erase or wet erase marker to basically take notes or keep track of your spell slots or hit points, what have you. All of these items can be customized. If you get a customized item, it usually takes 6 to 8 weeks for it to ship. If you order from their in-stock items, though, that usually ships in 1 to 2 business days. If you absolutely have to have it right now and they have something that strikes your fancy. If you would like, we have a 10% discount available at checkout, and this is good for everything on their site. At checkout, use the code FRIEND in all capital letters, and that will net you a 10% discount off of everything on their site. If you are a fan of our Wednesday Night Traveler game, we do have a website for that campaign, the Pirates of Drinax. If you are watching on Twitch, you can scroll down. You should see some tiles there. If you don't see the tiles, click on my profile image and they should pop up. You can click on the link, the tile for the Pirates of Drinax website, and that website is via Obsidian Portal. The adventure log is written in the manner of Traveler News Service articles. In fact, there were 2 new articles that just went up this week. It follows the goings-on of everything in the Trojan Reach, not necessarily just what the player characters do, although they do occasionally show up in the news articles, or at the very least, their goings-on make a cameo appearance, such as this week's article about the Imperial Knight that they ditched on an infected space station.
We help those who help themselves.
yes. And so yeah, if you like the content, give us a thumbs up on the front page. We like to see those fan likes, and we hope you enjoy the content. Yeah, usually I can talk my players into doing something that they don't want to do, but this one, these 3 just put their foot down. They're like, nope, we're not going in there. Fuck that guy. And so I was like, all right, well.
No to madness bacteria. It's not outside the space station.
We're not going into quarantine. No hazard pay.
Yeah, their reply to the SOS was, sorry, looks like you're going to die. So, where we left off last week, you guys had set down the airship. The airship then lifted up to a safe altitude and is awaiting your call, or arm waving to pick you guys back up. And at the top of this mountain here at Ironslag, there were a pair of adamantine doors that looked completely impassable at the base of this mountainous spire. And then there were 12,000 stairs that go up to a village at the top of this spire. And at the top, you discovered that this is a village of Yakfolk. And you met a number of people here. The Yakfolk at first invited you in because you killed a chimera. They lauded you as heroes. And then while you were feasting with the chief, they tried to poison you. And you discovered that they were slavers. In the chief's tent, there were 3 naked elves, 2 males and a female. You have rescued the female, but as soon as the shit hit the fan, one of the first things the Yakfolk started doing was killing the slaves. They would rather kill the slaves than have them join you or rise up against them. And so you have killed the chief at this point. I think you killed one of his wives. Yes, you did. You killed one of his wives, who are priestesses. And we picked up with Weeben's turn, which will become Zinquinel's turn. So, Zinquinel... Oh.
Should I roll
Wait.
into the stack?
Is Brian here?
I don't think so.
Oh, I thought I heard his voice. I was like, wait, Did he show up?
Should I roll to get in the initiative stack since I was missing?
Oh, let's see here. Yeah. Yep. Let's put Smokey. We'll put Smokey in the hut with Zinc. And Smokey, you can go ahead and roll initiative. And we'll see where you stack out.
Okay, it looks like 12. So.
Okay. All right, so Zinquinal, you are still inside the hut. This firewall is still in here. The ceiling of the hut is starting to smoke and catch a light. What would Zinquinal like to do?
As I recall, there's a fancy pants bladed longsword in here.
Great sword, rather.
Yeah, what was it? Yeah, great sword that was it flame tongue?
It is flame tongue.
I would like to grab that.
Okay. All the writing on my tabs is getting smudged. I may have to redo my tabs. Let's see here. So yeah, you are aware that this is a flame tongue greatsword, and that means that when it is ablaze, it deals an additional 2d6 fire damage. It does require attunement.
Okay. Well, I'll deal with that part later, but I'd like to grab that, and then if I've still got enough movement, come out of the hut and cast Guardian of Faith.
Okay, I will say picking up the sword only costs you 5 feet of movement because he died in the firewall. So you can move wherever you'd like.
Okay, I'll just step outside, and then I'm going to put Guardian of Faith right. Let me see. No, too far. 10. Oh, too far. I want to get all of them. Can't get all of them. Okay. I guess right here, which is any hostile within 10 feet has to make a dex saving throw.
Okay, so looks like 2 boars.
Yeah, I think I can only catch 2. I was trying to get 3, but I think it's just 2.
Okay, let's see how the boars do. Nope, they got a 4.
Okay, so they each take 20 points radiant.
Yeah, these are some dead boars.
Nice.
Splat.
For dinner.
Splat.
Okay. And then I'd also like to cast my spiritual weapon
Okay.
on this guy.
Okay. Let's see. That guy gets the little wrench.
So it's 22.
That hits.
For 7.
Okay.
Then let me check one more thing really quickly. And then, since my spiritual weapon is a weapon attack, I'd like to put Divine Strike on that.
Sure. You can do that.
For another 6.
Okay. Quite solid.
And now I'm done.
All right. Scaly, what would you like to do? Let's see. Scaly's got the Yakfolk warrior. What is this guy? You got 2 Yakfolk warriors right there. But you are, like, what, 10 feet up?
Yeah, I'm going to cast Tidal Wave, the green box, to skip hitting, I think that's Smoky. I can make it up to 10 feet wide. I just drew it max size, so it'll be narrower than that.
Okay.
And so it should be able to get a boar and the 2 Yakfolk.
Okay, so the Yakfolk get a dex save, is that correct? Or is it strength save?
Let's see here. Yes, Dex 16 versus prone.
The Yakfolk get a nat 20. The
Dex.
boar gets a 17.
So they still all take 10 points of damage, but they're not knocked prone.
Okay. So this guy takes 10. This guy is virginal, so he takes 10. And the boar boar's hurting.
I will dismiss the wall of fire and fly up 50 feet.
Okay. Okay. What would Cletaris like to do? Not to forget, Cletaris does have a spiritual weapon on her. But not really much she can do about that.
Which is from this guy, right? The
Yakfolk priestess up here, yeah.
Well, hopefully that won't be much of an issue in a moment. She's going to go up there, and she's going to knock that guy around a little bit. Well, hopefully. How healthy is that thing looking?
She, relatively healthy, but I would imagine that that's going to change.
Okay. First attack with the long sword. 16.
That hits.
Good. Put a smite on there. It's going to burn a good smite. Let's see what happens.
Now, here's a question. If I remember, is it Cletaris that has fancy footwork?
Yes.
So then her sneak attack also applies.
That's true. Very true. Awesome. Not a D8. Oh, it's scary. 31 points of damage.
Eesh. And that's only her first attack. Second attack.
There was quite a bit stacked on that one attack, though.
Yes.
Nat 20.
Oh, double damage. Which is going to be complete and total overkill.
For another 17 points of damage.
Yikes. So that only puts her at negative 15. She basically explodes in the manner that they do in when you play Baldur's Gate and you get a crit.
Nice. So that's her turn.
Okay. Madame Smokey, what would you like to do?
Are all of these yaks the same? Or
So the one that he just killed was a priestess, but these other Yakfolk are all warriors. We haven't really got to what some of these other ones are up to yet.
I'll run up and hit this one.
Okay.
Great sword.
Go for it.
Oh, I got a nat 20.
Double damage.
And
I highly doubt he's going to survive this.
13 plus. It's like 20. It's like 5.
Like 25? Yeah. He dies a lot. Yeah, Smokey comes out and decapitates this guy at the nipples.
That's pretty severe decapitation.
Yes. And you, of course, have another attack. You can attack the other Yakfolk.
And that's a 9. I really doubt that hits.
9 does not hit. And
Okay.
anything with your bonus action.
I don't think that. Yeah, I can't think of anything I want to do. It's alright.
Okay. So, Yakfolk warriors, this guy is going to make 2 attacks on Smokey with his great sword. 15 to hit.
No. I got an AC of 17.
Oh, and 11's not going to do it. Let's see, what are their movements? This guy is going to move over into the barn. This guy, I'll move out here. These 2 guys are going to move out here. And all 3 of these guys to the south of you are going to make longbow shots on Scaly.
Okay.
Let's see here. So they get 2 longbow shots each. First 2. Ugh. This guy breaks his bowstring. I'll give him that.
His mama wanted him to be a spearman.
Evidently. The next guy, he has 2 shots. 16 to hit
Yep.
for 10 points of piercing damage. And his second shot, 14 to hit.
Nope.
And third guy, 21 to hit for 5 points of piercing damage. And his last shot, nat 20, 14 points of piercing damage.
I am down.
And you were 50 feet up.
Yep.
And so you fall to the ground and take an automatic 1 failure.
Okay. Noted.
When you splat into the ground.
Why couldn't I catch him in my arms?
You know, Smokey, I will allow you to make a DC 20 dexterity saving throw.
Alright, I'll give it a try.
Oh, damn, I rolled a 1. I caught him with my greatsword.
I got 21.
Okay, so Scaly does not have the 1 failure. Smokey catches Scaly as he falls out of the sky, peppered with arrows.
MVP.
My hero.
This Yakfolk is going to go over here. Oh, and Cleitaris no longer has spiritual weapon on her. He is going to make 2 greatsword attacks on Cleitaris. But not with a 9. And second attack. And a 15 misses as well.
Yeah, she's at like 19.
What's this guy going to do? This guy is going to dash to there. Is that? Yep, that's all of my Yakfolk warriors. Yeah, I got my Sunday game tomorrow as well, so I'm getting all of these messages, notifications. You have a game tomorrow. No shit. What about... I don't think those guys are even aware yet. Steve the Devil, you are prone. What would you like to do? You can spend half your movement to stand up.
Yep, that's the first order of business.
Okay. Stand up, dust yourself off. Pretend like you meant to do that.
Well, I think that guy just knocked the shit out of me.
Yeah, probably. I
I
think.
don't think I fell on my own. I think he hit me upside the head.
Yeah, I think the boar, one of the boars, charged you.
Yeah, something like that. Let's see. How far away is that guy? Now we're gonna go take care of him real quick. Tora should have her own guy. Steve's gonna go stab a boar.
All right. This boar's really boring.
As he's going over, Steve will use his bonus action to cast Spirit Shroud.
Okay.
Break that off. I got that going. Alright, Mighty Pike. Let's see, 17, 25.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
That does hit.
10. With Spirit Shroud, I'm going Necro. I'm going to pretty much go Necro unless I'll tell you otherwise.
Okay.
Uh, 14 on the first hit.
This one with Spirit Shroud, this guy is decimated to the point that he is no longer viable for ham.
Bacon paste.
Yes. Like shrunken bacon jerky. But rotting.
Am I wrong? Is that guy 10 foot?
Yeah, I would say so.
I was like, say,
Like 11 feet, I'm not going to quibble about a foot. So, yeah.
Yeah, because it's kind of snapping me in odd. Yeah, it's weird. Cool. Now I can use my second attack to attack that guy.
Go for it. So, yeah, you can move right there.
16. 24 is gonna hit.
Yes.
But Spirit Shroud's only on the first attack, correct?
Uh,
I want to say it's only on the first.
is that out of Player's Handbook?
I don't think so. Let me see.
Probably out of Tasha's.
It's Tasha's.
Yeah.
Let me look it up.
108. Where's my Tasha's book?
Any attack you make deals extra damage if you hit them within 10 feet of you.
Oh, okay. I can remember if it was the first or.
Yeah, until the spell ends, so it's up to a minute, so that's 10 rounds. You deal an additional 1d8 damage when you hit a creature within 10 feet of you.
Perfect. Ooh, sad roll. 9.
Sad roll.
11 damage.
Okay. All right. So Steve, the sorcerer warlock, is running around impaling people, but he's still up. Let's see here. Boars.
And that's all of Steve's turn.
I got boars. So this Yakfolk warrior, the reason why he ran into the no, I don't want him. He ran into the barn to let out more boars. Because, that sounds like a good idea. These guys are going to dash over here. I'm just going to move this guy out of my way. 2 of the boars. Oh, wait, they dash. They can't do shit. So, never mind. They came over to be more ham. Is that all of the boars? I think. It is. We're back to Zinquinel. What would you like to do? There's a whole bunch of grunting and snorting and squealing going on around unconscious Scaly and Smokey and Steve. And there's still a Yak Warrior.
Yes. So my Guardian of Faith, I cannot effectively draw circles, but my Guardian of Faith is still there. If anybody enters that 10-foot radius about here,
So
I can't move it. I don't know. It's like around this area. They take
there's a circle.
20 radiant.
So where did you want it?
Well, I don't think I can move him. So he's right about there, and it's within 10 feet. Any hostile creature within 10 feet.
Okay.
Okay. So
I think that's
so if someone moves into that space, then
Okay.
they take 20 radiant. In the meantime, I would like to move here
Okay.
and cure wounds for Scaly.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's do.
So the Yakfolk warrior and 3 boars would get attacks. Well, no, never mind.
I'm stepping into this space.
Right, but you
Because
moved. But you moved through the.
here,
You moved.
This is just facing.
But you moved through the Yakfolk warrior space, so he gets an
But
attack of opportunity.
Aren't I still adjacent to them? I didn't.
But
I'm
you
still
were
within their
you
reach,
were up here
right.
and
So
moved.
I moved past, but I'm still facing I'm still within reach of the person. I haven't left their their reach, right? So I wouldn't.
But you move through his. Well, we'll just say you stepped around him. That's fine.
Okay. I mean, yeah, okay. I can do a healing word instead and back up if you want.
No, you're fine.
Okay. Then in that case, I'll do it at this level.
Nice.
Alright. Well, that could have gone better. 14.
So Scaly's back up with 14 hit points. Okay.
And then whose head did I hit with the spiritual weapon before? I think they died.
They did die. Who did you want to put spiritual weapon on?
That guy.
Okay. He now has spiritual weapon on.
Okay. Wait, no, it's guardian weapon.
That hits.
Nice. Oh, accidentally. Actually, I rolled damage by accident first. So let me see if it actually made contact. Sorry.
It did.
Okay.
Was that a... It was not. Okay.
Just to remind everybody, if you're within 10 feet of Steve, you lose 10 feet of movement. He's creepy.
Yeah, he's got Spirit Shroud going on.
Okay. So that'll do it.
So 12 points. Okay.
Well, it's any creature of your choice, so you could exclude party members if you like.
No, it's everybody.
That's a Nelson move.
I like it.
Okay. Scaly, now that you are back up with your 14 hit points, what would you like to do?
Mass cure wounds from the staff.
Okay.
Everyone around me within 30 feet, which actually unfortunately excludes the northernmost, but everyone else around me gets 15 points.
Nice.
And I will stand up.
That's a good idea.
And bonus action. Do I have a spell to healing word myself as well? I get 12 more. And that is all I can do for now.
Okay. Cleotaris, who has a Yakfolk warrior on her.
She'll go ahead and try to finish putting it down. Like 22.
That hits.
And she gets her sneak attack. So, 11 points of damage.
Okay. Next attack.
17.
That hits.
Another 11 points of damage.
Okay. Not quite down yet.
It's a pretty stout little boar there.
Yeah. Well, no, that's a Yakfolk.
That makes sense.
Anything with Cleotaris' bonus action?
Not really.
Okay. Smokey, what would you like to do? I mean, you've got a Yakfolk warrior right in front of you.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take a whack at him with the greatsword.
Did you want to use your bonus action to do like Hunter's Mark or anything like that?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So we can throw a Hunter's Mark on him as well. So he will take an additional d6 damage.
I got a nat 20.
Nice. Double damage. Everything's doubled. Even that d6.
Okay, I was muted and didn't realize it.
Well.
So, what was it? It was 17 damage.
Okay.
I made a second attack and hit with a soft 20,
Okay.
but I only got 7 points of damage.
Okay. Yakfolk is hurting, but not quite dead yet.
And I did take Horde Breaker, so can I hit that guy once?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Actually, you don't have to make an attack roll. He just takes damage.
Oh. Like what?
Let's see here. Horde Breaker.
Can make another attack with the same weapon against a different
Oh, I guess
creature.
it is another attack. It's been a while.
Or that's what it says on the wiki. I don't know if that's official.
I think that might be correct.
Okay.
You're a hunter, right? Are you hunter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Horde Breaker. Once on each of your turns, when you make a weapon attack, you can make another attack with the same weapon against a different creature that is within 5 feet of the original target and within range of your weapon. So yeah, you can make another attack on him.
All right. So I rolled 24 to hit for that.
That hits.
God damn it! I'm rolling so crappy with damage. So that's 8 altogether.
Okay.
That's the turn.
So the boar is still up. Okay. This Yakfolk warrior. Well, first of all, he takes disengage action and runs over here. This Yakfolk warrior is going to run up here and make 2 swings on Zinquinal. Soft 20 to hit. For 14 points of slashing damage. His second attack. 21 to hit. 19 points of slashing damage. Yakfolk warrior on Clitaris is going to make 2 swings. 12 is going to miss. $21 to hit.
21 does hit.
For 17 points of slashing damage.
That's pretty mighty swing.
That guy.
Is a dick.
this guy is going to make a longbow attack on Steve at disadvantage because his boar is in the way. And misses with a 5. And a second longbow attack. Yeah. Misses with a 4. That guy is going to make 2 great sword swings on Smokey. Spread the love around. Oh no! But he trips over a bench and falls prone.
Oops.
And finally, this guy is going to come over here, and he's going to make 2 longbow attacks on Scaly at disadvantage. Disadvantage is good for Scaly.
Yep.
Misses with an 8. It would have been a nat 20.
Nice.
Oh no! And this guy's bowstring breaks. Plink, he has no bow. This guy down here is going
Somebody
to...
really needs to teach these guys about weapon maintenance.
He goes ahead and dashes to get up to Clitaris. And that is all of them. All right. Steve the Devil, what would you like to do?
Let's see, that's what I was just looking at. Spells don't count as attacks, correct?
No, they're a different action. Casting is its own action. Attacks are its own action.
Let's see. Then I think for maximum damage at this moment in time,
I'm going to cast Fireball centered on Scaly. Oh, wait.
Close. I wish I could cast Fireball. Not yet, though. If I could, I would. Right off of here, just above that yak guy, I'm going to cast Shatter.
So right here, you're casting Shatter. I think that will get...
It's a 10-foot radius, so it should hit all 4.
Yep. So 3 Yakfolk warriors and a boar. What do they get a con save on that?
Let's see, a creature.
Was it strength?
Constitution save, and the con save right now is 17.
Okay.
Or no,
So
not 17. 15.
Okay, so the boar gets a nat 20. The Yakfolk warriors get a nat 20. Damn, I'm on fire.
Well, they'll still take half.
Yep.
And since it's my warlock spell, it's upcast to a level 5. So actually, I need a lot more. Need another D8. Yeah. Half damage will be 17.
Nice.
Okay. Hold on here. A painfully loud ringing noise. But evidently it's not enough to. It's not like Thunder Wave. So half damage at 17 kills the boar. Get him out of the way. And this guy. And this guy. Ooh. And this guy dies. He didn't run far enough away, evidently. Okay. Well, that was going for the high score. Anything with a bonus action?
No, Steve's okay.
Okay.
He will take his movement and step over to here.
Okay. Boars. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3 boars. 1 boar on Zinquinol, 1 boar on Scaly, 1 boar on Smoky. They're going to try to tusk each of you. So, on Zinquinol, 15 to hit. Okay. On Scaly, I'm sure 12 misses. And on Smoky, nat 20.
I'll be right back.
For 8 points of slashing damage to Smoky.
Gotcha.
And I think that's all the boars. That is all the boars. We're back to Zinquinol.
All right, I'm going to have a prayer for healing. Let's see, prayer of healing.
Wow, that's some good healing.
Okay. And that 29 is for up to 6 creatures I can see, which according to my calculations is anybody who's got damage. Anybody in the party who's got damage.
Yay!
As long as I can sort of awkwardly look over my shoulder at Klutaris.
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay. All right. Phew!
Clutch move.
Well done.
All right. Okay.
And then your bonus action, one of these guys. Oh, the guy that had spiritual weapon on him is dead, so you can move it.
Okay. And then what is his condition?
He's injured, but not badly. He has a broken bow.
Oh, broken bow. Okay, I didn't know what that little symbol was. Then I'd like to move it to him.
Okay.
And let's see, 22 to hit.
Hold on just a second here. 22 indeed hits.
For 7. Okay, put it in.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So Jeff, this is aside from everything else for our New World game.
Mm-hmm.
I discovered that I can make bags, so I've been making bags. And I respect and dumped everything into. I dumped like 90% of the points into dexterity and like another 10% into my constitution just to raise my hit points. Holy shit, do I do a lot of damage. Like,
Oh yeah.
wow. Yeah, rapier and bow, man. I can kill a buffalo with one arrow.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm enjoying that. So, Scaly, what would you like to do?
Now that I'm almost at full hit points without needing to do it myself, thankfully, I have an entirely different debate. I will. I'm gonna go wild shape and polar bear.
Okay.
Bonus action to wild shape, so I don't have to consume it, and then I'll attack. I will very violently attack.
Okay.
Do it! Extras.
All the things.
Polar bear.
Good for me and Smokey, please.
I'm looking for a.
Which of the. I guess I'm surrounded by boars, so if I moved, I'd get attacked, so I'll go after the middle boar first.
Okay.
One's fight.
Fight first. Does 22 hit for 6 points of damage?
Yes.
Okay, then I get claw. Does a 12 hit for 10 points of damage?
Yes, does, and this boar is shredded.
Okay, I be bear.
Shredded pork.
Yep.
All right.
Pulled pork.
Cleotaris, you now have 2 Yakfolk on you. One is untouched. And this one is fairly badly injured.
Cleet, did you note all that healing?
No, I was away for a moment. What happened?
29 points of healing.
Oh shit, she wasn't down that much.
Can you right back? Heal.
Yeah, healed. Should you go to the back? I guess she will attack the one that's in front that she's been attacking.
Okay.
How bad is he looking?
He is not well.
Now, since they have me on each side, does her sneak attack apply since they're not within 5 foot of each other? Because I know if they were next to each other, it doesn't. But I'm not sure if that's enough distance apart.
Yeah, they're 10 feet apart, so yeah, sneak attack still applies.
Okay, 23 to hit.
Got hits.
Ooh, good roll. 19 points of damage.
Oh, and this Yakfolk is run through.
And we'll spin around, attack the other one.
Okay.
Ooh, nat 20.
Double damage. Might want to throw a divine smite on that.
Yeah, that's my plan. So level 1. Let's see. 42 points of damage.
Ouch. That
That's a lot of damage.
definitely got his attention. But he's not down.
Damn.
Anything with a bonus action. Or movement.
Nope.
There's Weeben.
Here's Weeben.
Let me put Weeben back on the board.
Weeben took the game of hide and seek too seriously.
Weeben had a 22.
Did Weaven forget to go look for himself?
Sure did.
Okay. Smokey, what would you like to do?
I think I'll attack this guy. Is that symbol prone or is it hunter's mark?
He's prone. So you would have advantage on attacking him.
All right, I'll go ahead and do that. Let's see. It's another nat 20, I swear.
Nice. Double damage. Fuck him up.
I keep rolling nat 20s, and then all the d6s I roll are 1s or 2s. So
I've had those days.
So, let's see. 16.
Okay. Your next attack. Oh, and you can move your hunter's mark. The guy that had hunter's mark, he's dead.
Oh, I'll move it to the non-prone guy, I guess.
Okay. Let's see here. This is a boar. This is a Yakfolk warrior.
This
Okay,
thing?
move it to the boar.
Yeah, sure. And my second attack on prone guy has 21 to hit.
Yep,
So,
that gets him.
okay. 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I can make one more. I can make an attack on the board for a horde breaker.
Yes. And your hunter's mark applies to that.
Okay, got 19 to hit.
Yep.
Alright. I don't know what I was doing there. I rolled those 3 dice. What did I do? Okay. Score is 12.
Okay. And the boar is pork chops.
Cool. That's my turn.
Okay. Yakfolk warriors. Well, first of all, this Yakfolk up here on Clitaris is going to make 2 great sword attacks. First attack. 15 misses. Second attack. Fuck. 15 misses. Okay. Then we will go down here. This Yakfolk is going to make 2 great sword attacks on Zenquinal.
Better luck next time.
14 probably misses. Ooh, nat 1, and he falls prone at Zenquinal's feet. Probably slipped in pig shit. Because that's what boars do. They tusk things and poop. This Yakfolk warrior is going to spend half his movement and stand up and pretend like he meant to do that and make 2 great sword attacks on Smokey. God damn it. And he drops his sword.
He meant to do that too.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah, he is a gomer.
Fisticuffs.
I'll just give him that. This Yakfolk warrior goes wee all the way to Scaly. $18 to hit.
It does hit Polar Bear, yes.
Okay. For 18 points of slashing damage. And his second attack, 15 to hit,
Yes.
18 points of slashing damage.
Nasty.
I think that's all of my Yakfolk warriors. Yes. Steve the Devil, what would you like to do?
As a free action, I'll yell out to Weeben inside the building, "Hey, your building's still on fire." Just to remind him.
Yeah. Yeah, the roof, the thatch roof is now caught, and, you know, it is a heavy black smoke coming off of it. It's not like a roaring fire, since Scaly had already gotten rid of the firewall in there, but it was enough that the roof of this hut is now aflame.
Yeah, we kind of forgot he was still in the place.
Hill Giants say that roasted halfling is delicious.
He was hiding from the flames.
Yes.
I should be able to put both of them. I will attack the one that's straight south of me.
Okay.
Steve will poke that guy.
So you're running up to him and stabbing him?
Well, I got pike, so I don't.
Oh, that's right. You have a 10-foot reach, right?
I don't like to get that close. Oh shit, that ain't gonna work. 12.
12 hits.
Oh shit. And I still get my shroud damage. So, 15 for 25.
Okay. Your next attack?
Let me double check that. Make sure I need to add one more. No, that's right. No, that's right. Next attack. Well, 12 hit. 20 something's definitely gonna hit.
Yes.
19 damage.
Okay. And that puts him in the hog slop.
And then Steve will yell out to Clitoris, "Stop playing with your food and get back to work."
Okay. Boars. Boars? I got a boar slaying dagger. It's +5 for boars. There's only one boar left, and it is going to try to tusk Zenquinal, because it is of a singular mind. Soft 20 to hit for 3 points of slashing damage. Are you bored with the boar yet? Weeben, we are back to you. What would you like to do?
Weeben's back! No, this thing's on fire-ish. I will just come running out of the building like, I'm done hiding in here. This is pointless.
Yeah, you got a Yakfolk here. Boar.
Yeah, I'm just going to go straight for that first Yakfolk.
Okay, go for it.
Just going to run straight out of here and be like, bam! Oh, shit! And I will go with a rapier attack.
All right.
For 18.
That hits.
Yeah.
And sneak attack applies.
Sweet. Nice first roll. Okay.
Okay. All right, so that's 6, 12, 18, 26.
So 26 points?
26 points of damage.
Okay. Smarts. Anything with a bonus action? You want to stab him with a dagger?
Yeah,
Go for
I
it.
do actually. I'm gonna stab him with my daggers, like, and you know what? Just because of that, take this too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that didn't hit though. 9.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's all I got.
Okay. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm feeling a little woozy. I think my blood sugar might be low. The metformin might actually be doing its job. Which excites me a little bit because that means I can have a beer.
Yay.
Thanks. Once I'm done, I'm gonna head outside and mow the lawn.
Wait, what? Okay. Coach? Okay. It's not low, but, you know, I'm going to have a beer anyways. Okay. So, Zinquidal, what would you like to do?
I would like to stab the boar with a spear. That seems appropriate.
Most certainly.
Even though it's not particularly impressive, I don't care. Spear boar.
That hits.
Okay. Well, I don't know what just happened. Piercing. Oh yeah, it was my device strike. So I think that's 12.
All right, and the boar is spitted, ready for the fire.
Excellent. And then I'm going to hit the Yakfolk with my spiritual weapon.
Go for it.
Or I'm going to attempt to. Come on, spiritual weapon. Let's do that here.
Ooh.
Oh, finally.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh, I got that 20. Ooh, I
Double.
got that 20. I'm like, wait,
You get to join the critical club.
About damn time.
Double damage.
So 18.
All right.
Is that already doubled? I don't think so. No, it must be.
2d8 plus 4. Yeah, that would be doubled.
Yeah.
So that's half his hit points in one shot, but he's still up. Let's see, that was your bonus action. So, Scaly, what would you like to do? You've got a Yakfolk right here.
If I'm already wild shaped, do I have to revert to my normal form before I wild shape into something else?
God damn it. Leave it up to Jeff to ask a question that nobody's ever asked before. Let's see.
I didn't find anything that speaks to anything about revert to your normal form, which seems
No.
clear, but they don't speak of multi-shifting.
I don't think it matters. Yeah, you can change. Go for it.
I was going to say, I mean, not obviously, I'm like the kid trying to convince teacher we don't have homework. But his attacks, he still has control of it, right? Like, it's not like he turns into
Right.
shapes and then is
Right.
mindless. So
Exactly.
it seems to me he'd be able to go from shape to shape.
So, if that's the case, can't I just shape into another polar bear with fresh hit points? I get you could still rule there's difference.
I would say no, because wild shape is a physical transformation. So you can't, if you're already a polar bear, you can't change into a polar bear is an especially bad example because they're all white. So, you'd have to change into another animal altogether. You could change into a brown bear or whatever.
Yeah, again, I was just trying to see about the rules of it. Needs to be a different animal type, which I get. That's why I wanted to stage it. If it was no from the beginning, then we have a different use case. I will... nothing else is quite as good as the polar bear. I will attack the Yakfolk to the south as bear.
Okay.
And does a bite 14 hit?
Yes.
13 points.
Okay.
If he's still up, I'll climb.
He is.
Claws. 17 to hit for 10 points.
Okay. He's still up. He probably wishes he wasn't. I'm pretty sure that he wants to be anywhere else but here, but he's still up.
Bear's got no bonus, so I'm done.
Okay. We are back to Clitoris.
Well, let's I guess go ahead and finish taking out Yuck, man.
Okay. Wasn't that a Batman villain?
That could be worse than Condiment, man. It's going to be 23.
That hits.
It's sneak on there. 12 damage.
Okay.
How's the Yuck guy looking?
Still up.
It's looking yucky.
Yeah.
16, I think, hits, correct?
Yes. He says move.
Just a regular hit for max damage at 12.
Oh, that That splits his skull in two. In twain.
Let's see how far she can move. Get back down here. Go over to here. And that is Clitoris's turn.
Okay. Now that Clitoris's turn is done, now the real fun can begin. Smokey, what would you like to do?
What's the thing on the screen?
He dropped his sword. He is
I'll
technically unarmed.
use my bonus action, move the hunter's mark over there,
Okay.
and attack my greatsword. 16 to hit.
That hits.
Sweet.
This poor bastard's just having the worst day.
14 damage.
Okay. Your next attack.
This one's 13 to hit. I doubt that.
That hits.
Oh, it does? Oh.
Yes. Yeah, they're wearing leather armor, but they're large and unimpressive.
And that's 13.
Okay. Whoops. He is very badly wounded.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yakfolk warriors. He is going to take the... Well... He... I know exactly what he's going to do. He takes the disengage action. And runs up there. This Yakfolk warrior is going to make 2 greatsword attacks on Weeben. Because Weeben made a new friend. .23 to hit.
Wait.
For 16 points of slashing damage.
Well, ow.
And his second attack is a 16 to hit.
16 does not.
Okay. This Yakfolk warrior is going to... Let's see here. First of all, he's going to spend half his movement to stand up. And then he's going to make 2 greatsword attacks on Zinkanal. 24 to hit. For 20 points of slashing damage. And his second attack. 12 misses. That's all of the remaining Yakfolk. Okay. Steve the Devil. What you got up your sorceress sleeves?
Oh, that guy's trying to run away.
Yeah.
What's all with him? Ooh, a lot of symbols.
Yeah, he is unarmed, and he has a hunter's mark on him.
Ah, well, he's also got a Eldritch Blast to the butt.
Okay.
Make it a little clearer line of sight.
I got this image in my head of like Cartman in World of Warcraft running away. No, no, no.
I'll step over here and be like, where you go, fat man?
I don't want to respawn at the graveyard.
Oh, shit, nat 20?
Double damage.
Not great damage. 714 total.
Yeah, well, that's more than enough. That's 10 more than he had. So, yeah, this guy's running away, and Steve just goes, kablam! Finger guns. You got another finger gun, so.
Yeah, since I'm the one, I'll shoot this guy that has the spiritual weapon on him.
Okay.
18, 20 to hit.
That hits.
For 3. Oh yeah, 3, 7 damage.
Okay. Did you want to pull him or push him?
Yeah, sure, why not? I'll pull him 10 feet towards me. Just kind of break up his little grouping there.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep, that's all Steve's turn.
Boars are done. So we are back to Weeben. You can pokey the Yakfolk in front of you.
That's right. I'll be poking. Poke. It's not ibuprofen. I'll be poking. That's a good name. I might use that next time. Not 20!
Okay, all damage is doubled, and that includes your sneak attack damage.
All of damage. Oh, I'm rolling so good today. So proud of myself. Okay, so we got here 10, 17, 25, 50.
Weeben eviscerates the Yakfolk warrior. He slops to the ground and goes moo and dies.
Every time I do a critical with the rapier, I just feel like I'm the dude from Soul Calibur that has the rapier.
Right?
Where I'm just like, dude, that move where he just stabs 1,000 times.
Yeah, I should make a video of my new respec in New World. You should see my character do rapier attacks. It's pretty brutal. It looks like something out of a serial killer movie.
Do it.
Bonus action and or movement. Dad, you could probably. Let me see here. 20 feet would allow you to stab this guy up here with a dagger.
Is he looking hurt at all?
Yeah, he's pretty badly injured.
Do we want a prisoner?
Yeah, I don't think that guy's holding on by much.
Do we want a prisoner?
I mean, I don't know. It's up to you guys. I don't know what you would expect for these guys to be able to tell you.
If it was like one of the chief people or his wife, I'd say maybe, but I don't think this guy knows nothing. He was a farmer.
Well, he's a Yakfolk warrior. Most of his day-to-day duties involve making sure the slaves do the farming. Which, yeah.
He ain't doing much.
Right.
Then we just gonna stab it.
All right.
Sorry, just stab it. Damn it. I can math. 17.
Yeah, that gets him.
Too bad a dagger's only a D4. 7.
Okay. That's still more than half of his hit points.
Yeah, I'd imagine it'd be like trying to question a Borgin.
Right. Zinquinol, what would you like to do? I mean, you could start off with your spiritual weapon, which is already on this guy. So, I mean...
Yeah, I figure I'll do that first and then see if anything else is necessary. Let's see.
Oh, yes, that hits.
Okay. Come on. No whammies.
Ooh, your spiritual weapon just makes that beautiful ping sound that a metallic hammer gets when it hits somebody in the head, and this guy dies. That is
Alright, so
all the
now-
Yakfolk.
Can I put up Liam's hut and we can all just take a rest because I'm exhausted?
You could do that, but before you do that, so there are a couple of dangling threads here. So
Okay.
outside of these other
go around and free the slaves first.
well, that's the problem, is that these guys that were coming out of the huts, they killed their slaves before they came out. However,
I'm thinking before we go to rest, we cut up ourselves a couple ribeyes.
right? Let me clean things up here a bit. The other thing to keep in mind is that the Yakfolk village is not, it is not secured. There are other Yakfolk across the bridge, but Liamon's tiny hut can be invisible. And of course, it's not going to take them long to realize, hey, the chief's hut's on fire.
Will that hide us well? Like, because I'm out of anything good.
So
And down quite a bit.
right. So if you want to cast Liamon's tiny hut, you cast the hut out of the slaves. There are only two that are left. There is Halani. Let me find her. Yeah, Halani is the female naked elf. And then there you do discover a and he is not long for this world. He is at 1 hit point. There is a dwarf slave. Do you want to take them into the hut as well?
Yeah, sure.
The Taurus will do a lay on hands and at least give him 5 to perk him up a little bit.
Okay. So the elf, or I'm sorry, the dwarf tells you that, and I need to look at the map. Hold on here. Tell you exactly who this guy is and where he's from.
Well, I'm thinking we should send a message to the other encampment and be like, oh no, everything's fine. The chief was just trying to deep fry a turkey.
So the dwarf tells you that he was from a group from Citadel Felbar that came in trying to... The Yakfolk here have been problems for a long time. And Ironslag, if you remember, Ironslag has been abandoned for a long time. And the dwarves have been trying to come in so that they can reclaim the adamantine forge that's rumored to be at the base of Ironslag. And the Yakfolk defeated the dwarves and took them as slaves. Halani tells you an even worse tale. She says the Yakfolk can perform a ritual that lets them possess humanoids by crawling under their skin. In quotes. And she has seen this ritual performed in Karthakaya's hut. She says the Yakfolk ambushed a patrol of dwarves from Citadel they were from Citadel Adbar. Captured several of the members, this guy included, and used the possession ritual to inhabit some of the dwarves. The chief then sent these dwarves to kill Citadel Adbar's king. So there are dwarves that are currently possessed by Yakfolk that are going to walk into Citadel Adbar and kill the Dwarven king.
So she saw the ritual happen. Is there like a component that we could try and
An undo button?
or
She's
just if we see them trying to do it again, we can go, oh, they need this, and try and take it before they can use it or something.
there's nothing really that you could do at this point to undo it, other than go and she's not aware of any way of undoing the ritual. She just says that those dwarves would need to be stopped. She
I
doesn't.
wonder if we tied them up, if they'd like want to unpossess them, because what the hell's even the point of possessing a tied up person? They can't do anything.
Right. Well, they let these guys go, and they have like a 2-day head start.
Shit.
Hold on here. Trying to see. Here we go. Where is Citadel Adbar? That's Felbar.
These yaks are creepy.
They have a 2-day head start, but they're in the mountains, so likely it's going to take them at least another week before they can reach Citadel Adbar. So you've got a little bit of time to play with here. She tells you that when you're done doing whatever it is you're doing here, first she tells you that she is actually a princess. And she's an elven princess from a tribe in the Moonwood. And she requests that if you are going to, at some point, head towards Citadel Adbar, if you wouldn't mind taking her and dropping her off in the Moonwood.
I'm cool with that if everyone else is.
Yep.
Yeah.
So from you guys can all succeed on a long rest.
Did I steal anything? Was there anything to steal?
Just my heart. Oh.
The only thing that was worthwhile to steal is what I believe it was.
Zinc.
Was it Zinc that got it? The
Great sword, flame tongue.
yes, flame tongue, greatsword.
Ooh.
Then the question is,
So just because I stole it doesn't mean I have to have it if people can wield it, if there's somebody that can wield it. Like if Kutaris wants a sword with a little extra magic in it, that seems like that would be a logical recipient.
I can put it in the party kitty for now. I'll let her make up that mind unless somebody else really wants it, because she already has like a longsword and a scimitar.
Okay. Well, yeah. If she doesn't, like, I'm not saying I don't want it. I'm just saying that.
well, Zinquinol would have a problem because she's as a cleric, she's not proficient with it. I don't believe.
Isn't it martial?
It is martial.
Yeah, I'm proficient in martial weapons.
Oh, okay. So.
Yeah, clerics can use the great sword.
So Zinquinol, could use it if she wants. That's
I could. I'm just trying to be the mature person and offer it to others rather than just spike it for myself. I just didn't want it to be in that hut and just sit there.
right.
Well, let me think. I could use it too. I already have an oath bow though, but I don't use it that much. So if you wanted the oath bow instead, since I don't know, as a cleric, usually try and stay sort of far away so you don't get hit too much. So that's out there too.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think Clitoris would want it because she's running longsword and shield, and the great sword would require her to lose her shield.
Right. Because it is a two-handed weapon.
Okay. Then Smokey, you want to trade?
Yeah, you can take the oath bow, and then I'll get the flame tongue greatsword. Cool.
reminds you of that shield that just kind of like sits on your arm.
So yeah, the flame tongue greatsword isn't a +1 weapon, but it does do an additional 2d6 of fire damage.
Okay, and I can make sure no trees get hit with it if I'm the one.
And then, so Smokey, the greatsword that you're already using, did you want to just toss that into the party kitty, or?
I guess so, yeah. I mean, it's pretty cool, but this greatsword is better.
What sword are we putting in the party kitty?
+1 greatsword.
That should be a fine, hefty penny right there.
Yeah. So, as you are in Leoman's tiny hut, you see up here there are two large, wooden gates that open up into the mountainside. And you knew that when you came in, there was this large water wheel. And it is constantly turning.
Before we go too much further, on a side note, who was it that gave Steve the Wand of Lightning?
Is the...
Do you want that back now, since you're back?
Thanks.
I only used one charge, but we got that back, so it still has the full 7 charges.
Yeah, you can roll 1d6 plus 1, see how many charges you get back. I mean, you only used 1, so it's probably going to... Well, just take the 1, because it would be fully charged at 7.
I rolled a -4. God damn it.
Hey, don't joke. I actually had a player whose dex was so bad that he would get negative numbers on his initiative.
I was just sitting in the tent fiddling with him, blew a hole off the side, took out a tree.
So, in this, you guys kind of wake up after 8 hours. You've got all your hit points and spell slots back. And you make your way into this room. And this room, 20-foot tall iron doors in the mountainside northeast of Area 8 swing open to reveal a rough-hewn passageway blocked by an iron portcullis, but the portcullis is up. Leads to a cold, dark, vast chamber with a 50-foot high ceiling and an 80-foot diameter, 500-foot deep shaft in the middle of the floor. An iron rig is bolted to the pit's circular rim. Suspended from this rig by iron chains is a 60-foot diameter circular platform made from oak beams held together by iron bands and rivets. It's an elevator. And in the wall, you see 2 levers. What do you guys want to do?
Are they labeled?
They are not. Levers are never labeled in D&D.
Steve wants to inspect it to see the last time it was inspected by the state board. See if it's offered.
Tagged.
I say we pull one at random. Probably the left lever.
Okay.
Is anybody a bard?
No.
We don't have good elevator humming music.
So you pull the left lever, and when you do so, this shaft stops turning. It's basically a disengage for the water wheel.
Oh. Okay. I don't know what that accomplishes, but it happened.
Try the other one.
You try the other one.
So Scaly throws the other lever, and you hear a clunking sound, and you notice that the platform seems like it is now swinging free in what little gap there is around the edge.
Try the first lever again.
You try the first lever again.
Steve will poke the first lever.
So Steve throws the first lever again. The shaft starts turning, and this entire platform starts to lower into the shaft.
Cool.
What do you guys want to do?
Steve just watches it go further down and down, like, so were we supposed to be on that?
It seems to move fairly slowly.
All
Steve
right.
doesn't ask that question right away. Like, he watches it for a minute.
Popped onto the platform.
Okay.
I will be on my broom, but still close to people on the platform.
Okay.
And since it's going underground, will it count as dim light or darkness?
It does count as dim light, but
And
the
I'm gonna
further
fly down too.
you can
I have steps of night, and I want to fly.
you can see that there is an orange glow coming up from down below, and the further down you get, the warmer the air feels.
Okay. Well, for as long as it still counts as dim light, I'm gonna fly.
Okay.
Steve waits at the top to see if he hears screaming at the bottom.
Okay. The elevator makes a stop. Oh, wait a minute.
Are Elf and Dwarf with us?
No. The airship came over after, when you woke up in the morning, you signaled the airship. The airship came over, threw down a rope ladder, and the elf and dwarf went up topside. And I'm sure the dragon cultists were like, okay, we'll give them some clothes. The elevator makes its first stop. There's a ring-shaped gantry bolted to the wall of the elevator shaft, 50 feet above the floor of the lower level, and you can see down below you that this is where the heat is coming from, and the orange light. The elevator stops here and is level with the gantry. The circular space that the gantry surrounds is just wide enough for the platform to pass through it. And everybody can hear the sounds of chains, like chains in motion. Weeben, you see back here, you can see that there is a overhead, well, not overhead, actually, sorry, level with the ground, there is a train of carts that are moving along on this chain driven system. And hold on here.
I'm kind of getting a Freddy Krueger boiler room feel.
Don't fall asleep.
I'm getting some Freddy Krueger boiler room mixed with like the old like cartoons. Do 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 do.
And Weeben, you can also see that just beyond these carts, you can see that there is a pile of what looks like raw iron ore. And you can see these orcs with shovels that are shoveling it and throwing it into the carts. They have not noticed you. They're too busy working.
Okay. I mean, if I was in a different cart on that train, I could pop up and be doing some damage from a cart.
Yeah?
I'd be popping up, shoot, dropping down, popping up, shooting, dropping down. I tell everybody else, yo, there's some people and dwarves and big ass mofo over here. Do I see the big ass mofo?
Yes. You see that there is a fire giant over there that is overseeing this work. He's not doing any work himself, but he is watching the orcs do the work. And every once in a while he pokes them or prods them or snaps a big whip.
Okay. I tell the party, we got a fire giant and some orcs. I feel like if we can knock out that fire giant, the orcs will do what has to happen. We can take care of the orcs after easy. The orcs will probably run free if we kill the fire giant.
Possible. You guys can discuss your plan. I'll be right back.
What do y'all think? I mean, there's no way they didn't notice that the shaft came down, right?
No. Well,
You'd think.
they did not notice. There's so much noise in here, they didn't notice.
Oh, wow.
I can probably restrain up to 4 of the orcs with one spell and remove them for a minute.
Sadly, I have no plan. I will do what someone tells me to. Okay, so you're gonna restrain orcs. Can I banish? I'm talking to myself, sorry. I'll remute while I talk to myself.
Shoot him with the oath bow. It'll be good.
The fire giant with the oath bow?
Yeah, the big bad.
Okay. I'll try.
Yeah, Clitoris the Scimitar's a giant slayer, so that helps with her on that.
Nice.
So we're going after this guy?
Yes.
I wrote Giant Slayer 9 days somewhere. We all got like the blessing or something of a Giant Slayer for 9 days. I don't know.
It was from that bard that we had in the airship.
Yeah, I wonder if it's been less than 9 days, hasn't it?
Okay, we're on like day 2, maybe day 3 at most.
Yeah, so I think we all get that. I can go look that up. +1 to attack and damage rolls. Oh no, wait. This is some kind of weapon named Giant Slayer.
I'll be right back.
Oh, or is it a charm? Shit. I just ought to ask because all I can find is stuff about a weapon called Giant Slayer.
So you guys are trying to find info on the Giant Slayer blessing that you got? Or charm?
Yeah.
It is... So one weapon in your profession or in your possession becomes Giant Slayer for the next 9 days. On here.
So since I got the sword that I'm using just now, then it wouldn't have Giant Slayer on it, right?
You can transfer it to that if you'd like.
Okay, cool.
Thank you, God of the game.
A blessing from our Lord. Well, shit. I don't remember what Giant Slayer exactly does. It's a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls. Yeah, +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls against giants. When you hit a giant with it, the giant takes an extra 2d6 damage of the weapon's type and must succeed on a DC 15 strength saving throw or fall prone. And it refers to any monster of the giant type. So it includes Ettins and trolls and all of that.
All right, cool.
So what is your guys' plan?
We didn't really come up with one. Zinquinel's gonna try and use the oath bow.
Okay.
And I don't remember if anybody's gonna try and do anything sneaky or not. Maybe we should have somebody with like a hand on the elevator thing, so if we're really fucked, we can just go zoop and go back up.
That may not be a bad idea. Let's see.
Sounds good.
Oh, I'm doing all the hiding out here. There's so much hiding to be done.
Are there any pits or holes or open lava?
With the amount of heat coming up underneath you, you're guessing that there is the possibility that there is lava below you. And then, of course, there is also a passageway that leads to the west off of this platform as well. And Scaly, you can see that the passageway to the west, there's another gantry and what looks to be two large cranes on the edges of this gantry. To the west.
Sorry, I had to step away for a minute and take a call.
No
Did
worries.
anything happen with Steve or Clitoris while I was gone?
Not yet. They're still deciding what they want to do.
Leroy Jenkins?
Yeah, I started to think, let's just go for it. I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen? We'll all die. Big deal. Hasn't happened yet. We'll be okay.
We've all been waiting to
Yeah,
run
right before she died herself.
I'll put that on your gravestone.
Everything's gonna be fine. Let's just do it. Okay. So
The inscription on the gravestone. It was bound to happen sooner or later.
so we've been manning the controls, hidden manning the controls in case we need to GTFO.
Okay, so Weeben, do you want to make a stealth check?
Then I'm gonna line up to try and hit it. You ready? Are we doing this?
Did I miss something?
So
Yeah,
Weeben,
you were supposed to make a stealth check. That's what we were waiting.
yeah, Weeben, you want to make a stealth check. They're saying that you're going to man the controls for the elevator in case they need to GTFO.
20, soft 20.
Okay. So Weeben's like over here manning the controls. More like up there. Everybody. So are you guys? You guys are going after the orcs and the fire giant? Is that what we're planning to do here? Okay. So everybody.
And we at least as of last count, they did not know we were down here yet.
Right. So everybody needs to roll initiative.
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay. So I have that one ability that means like if I miss, they don't know where I am. Could I do a deception check to purposely miss and like they hear an arrow bounce off something else so they get like distracted from like where things are?
Sure.
Because like I don't hit them so they don't know where it came from, but they know it came from somewhere. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweet.
I got an idea. Have you guys seen Thor 3? Let's get help.
I hate get help.
I hate let's get help.
I don't like it. It's stupid. I managed to crit fail my initiative, so then I used my vigilant blessing to roll it again, and I rolled another one.
Nice. Weeben and Clitaris and Steve need to roll initiative.
Oh, right, shit. I rolled but forgot to put in the stack. Sorry. You know, details.
Yeah.
You mean I have to put the number in after I roll it? Oh, whoops, that's not right. Gave myself one extra.
Do these look like run-of-the-mill orcs or different in what we experienced of orcs?
No, they're run-of-the-mill orcs, but they are all in chains. They are clearly slaves.
Is the fire giant wearing armor?
Yes.
But he's a fire giant, so...
He's wearing plate armor.
Yeah, but he's a fire giant, so you can't use the whole heat up the armor thingy. He's like, feels like home.
Let's see here.
But you can heat up the chains of the goblins if we want to torture the slaves. Do we want to torture the slaves?
I mean, who doesn't, right? So, everybody gets a surprise turn. So we'll just go down the line in initiative order. Steve, what would you like to do for your surprise?
So are we considering, this is to the party, are we considering everybody to be combatant, or are we assuming the slaves are going to stay out of it, if not maybe help us? What's our game plan with them?
They're kind of chained stuff, so who gives a shit, right?
Just ignore them for now, see what happens?
Yeah, I don't know if they can go anywhere, even if they don't like us. So.
Yeah, the orcs are all armed with shovels and pickaxes.
Mm.
They want to go play Minecraft so bad, and no one will let them.
Right.
They want to be in creative mode, but they're not.
They're all in crafting mode, and
You're in fucking education mode, okay? You only do things you don't want to.
Check one thing real quick. Here we go. Okay, I just wanted to double check my push and pull, see if there was a size limit, but there's not.
no,
Fuck me with that. I can move a Trask like you go over there.
it's magic. I don't know that 10 feet's really going to be that useful on a Trask, but you know.
Here's a theory. If you hex and give him disadvantage on wisdom saves, I could try and polymorph him with disadvantage into a gnome for all we care.
Turn him into a gnome and feed him to the other guys?
Just throw him in the forge. Well, no, then he'll die as a gnome and come back as a fire giant and be immune to fire damage.
So
You need a clip.
the funny thing about this is that
What if we drop him down the shaft?
as warm as the area is down here, there is a giant-sized fireplace burning over here. You know, make sure everybody's warm enough.
Yeah, let's go ahead and try the hex combo. We'll do that.
So does he get a save?
He would get not against hex, I don't think. I don't know.
I don't think he does either.
Deal necrotic damage when you're hit, blah, blah, blah. Use ability, target to... No, looks like it just happens.
Okay. So he's hexed. And what ability do you want to give disadvantage on?
You said wisdom?
Yes.
Wisdom.
Okay. So he has disadvantage on wisdom.
And that's a bonus action.
Mm-hmm. Did you want to move anywhere?
Yeah, Steve's gonna move to this grading. Is that that's just like open platform, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's a gantry.
So Steve will step over onto the platform to get a little good view. And I imagine he noticed that.
Oh, more than likely, yes.
Just for fun, I'm gonna hit him with infestation.
So he gets a con save?
Con save. Sounds fun.
Well, it doesn't matter what he got on his con save because he gets a nat 1.
Yay! Then he gets 1d6 poison damage and must roll a d4 for direction and move that direction.
All right, so go ahead and roll your damage first.
2. He takes 2 flea bites.
Well, they're giant-sized crabs. Dungeness, really. Dungeon us. And then a d4 to see. 1, 2. He starts scratching his crotch and moves up this wall to about here. He can't really go any further because there's a wall there. But he's rather upset about the crabs. Is that everything Steve's got?
Just realized that spell's actually supposed to be upcast, so you get one more.
You moved the
D6
wrong.
for 3 damage, so 5 total.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay.
Pets, crabs, good to go. He's having a bad day. He got voodoo cursed with crabs.
All right. Scaly, what would you like to do?
What's the funniest thing I should transform him into?
I'm thinking something small enough we can drop down this grate, down the shaft, so even if he comes back, he's way down there.
A miniature giant space hamster.
Can you change the size of it?
Yes. Anything of lower challenge rating than his 9.
The only bad thing is whatever it is, when he comes back, he comes back.
Yeah. But if he takes fall damage in excess of his hit points, then it's all applied to the fire giant.
That's what I'm thinking. We drop him down the hole.
But if a fire giant falls into lava, will that be extra damage?
He'd take falling damage.
And lava looks like it's pretty hard to like swim through, so he could just be stuck.
Yeah, it would be difficult terrain.
I'm trying to find the monster manual, hamster or gerbil.
Probably would use rat stats.
Yeah, there's always rats.
Kind of reminds me of when Jean Grey took the Juggernaut and threw him onto the sun, so he couldn't die. He was stuck there.
Okay, so I'll move forward to my range. Do we want him like a frog or something?
Yeah,
Frog,
frog.
hamster.
Frog was rat.
Okay. Let's go with polymorph him into a frog at disadvantage. Our big shot to save ourselves some time.
Okay. Nope, he only gets a 10.
TB frog.
All right. So how many hit points does a frog have?
A frog has a 1.
Okay.
Nobody touch him.
Yes.
Let's see
Get a
here.
jar and stick it in there.
Does he have advantage on grapple checks if he's a frog?
No.
Still, like, that's such a small creature. How do you grab it?
He only moves 20.
I'm sure somebody's got mage hand.
Shit, I actually don't know if anybody does.
Well, actually, instead of whoops,
So TB frog.
yeah, I'm just trying to find a thing here. So he's hexed, and he's a frog. Okay, so the fire giant goes whoop into a frog, and the orcs definitely notice that. What does Clitoris want to do with her sneak or with her stealth or surprise turn?
Let's see. She can just barely make it over there. She will do a full sprint and run over to prep to grab the frog.
Okay. What does Weeben want to do with his surprise turn?
Weeben's gonna shoot an arrow just to make people think that we're coming from a different place.
Okay.
Is this clear? Like, can I shoot through it or no?
Where are you shooting the arrow? No, that is a rock wall.
Okay, so I have to shoot through this area over here.
Correct.
Okay.
Or to the west, your choice.
Okay. Let me just see what kind of sight is here. I want to like shoot this thing.
So the carts.
Yeah, I want to shoot the cart.
Okay. Go ahead and make a deception check.
Okay. Oh, wait, I get to reroll that thing. deception check is... Shit, why is it so small? 15.
Okay, so all of these 4 orcs down here all have disadvantage on their attack checks for the next round because they think that there is something over here.
Cool.
And they all kind of move over here to see what is going on.
Are they chained to each other?
No.
Or just in shackles and working?
They're just in shackles and hobbled. Smokey, what do you want to do with your surprise turn?
I don't know. The guy's a frog, and
Can you talk to the orcs?
I don't know. Can I?
The orcs.
I do speak orc.
Yeah, they speak common and orc.
I could tell them, the giant's a frog. This is your chance. This is your chance to run away.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Don't they have the platform where we are?
Well, I could wave them towards it. I guess.
This place is under new management. Y'all need to find new jobs.
Yeah. And I mean, we could send them up to the yak people. I don't give a fuck. Like, they all can fight each other, right? We kind of win no matter what happens there. I got an 18.
All the orcs are now, because of this, all the orcs are now aware of your position, but they respond with, one of them responds with, Fire Giant strong, lead orcs.
Fire giant frog.
I'm like, what fire giant are you talking about?
Zinquinal, what would you like to do?
I would like to cover Clitoris, or prepare to cover Clitoris, as Clitoris grabs the frog and runs back, and then I say we all go out the opposite end of the platform and start moving on.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I'm going to get into position to cover Clitoris, assuming Clitoris decides to come back to the platform.
Okay. And now we are into regular initiative. Steve the Devil, what would you like to do?
And take her action. Steve is going to get up to heal. Yeah, Steve will come up to here. The ceiling's pretty high in here, correct?
Yes.
Fire
Yeah, it is. This is a lair of fire giants. The ceiling in here. So there are 8 orcs working under the watch of a fire giant. A bucket chain moves from north to south through this room. Yeah, the ceilings in here are like 60 feet tall.
Steve will fly to there about 15-ish feet off the ground.
Okay.
Actually, let's go over the train. We'll go over the train. About 15 feet. So Steve's basically poisoned himself up so when Clitoris grabs the frog and starts heading back, he can meet her and finish relay.
Okay. So you're readying an action?
No, basically I'm just letting you know, like, that's the his plan is like, hey, give me the frog after she gets it and gets it back to that point.
Okay. Scaly, what would you like to do?
I will. I got concentration on polymorph. The orcs are still zealots. I will tidal wave the orcs.
Okay, which orcs?
These orcs.
Okay. So they get a
So it's
deck save.
10 by 60.
They get an 11.
They needed a 16.
Yeah, well, you know.
And so they each take 19 points bludgeoning, and it's tidal wave prone. Hold on.
So these orcs,
Yeah, prone.
these orcs all are crushed in your tidal wave.
Yay, them.
I gotta hop off the call. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys.
No problem.
And I'm still laughing about Frog Giant.
Okay. Clitaris, what do you want to do?
She's going to attempt to grab the frog.
Okay. That sounds like a euphemism. Let's see here. Grabbing the frog is going to be a grapple.
Frog strength is -5 for grapple check.
Okay. All right. So the frog got a 9. So
Wow, good roll for the frog.
Clitaris needs to beat a 9 on her grapple check. That's just a D20 plus strength check. Athletics can apply. If she has athletics skill, that applies.
She rolled like shit, but she's still got an 11.
Well, that's still... She grapples the frog. So she has grappled the frog. Anything with movement?
Yep, she is going to move to under Steve in order to play relay.
Okay. Okay. We're just going to leave the fire giant where he's at for now because, well, we can just move him over there. Okay. The orcs that are left are deeply concerned about what's going on. And this orc is going to move over here. This orc's going to move over here. That orc's going to move there. That orc's going to move there. And these two orcs, so how high was Steve off the ground?
I think he's 8.
15, 20 foot, somewhere around there.
Okay, so both of them are going to swing their shovels on Clitaris.
Yep.
And that is a terrifying improvised weapon. I personally think that a shovel should do more than D4 damage, but, you know.
It's one of the little shovels.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got, it's not even really a shovel. It's one of those folding trench tools that you take camping. But this guy goes and he slips on some loose ore on the ground and falls prone. The second guy...
Well, I'm pretty sure they're malnutrition from slavery.
Probably. 18 to hit.
Nope.
All right, so that didn't work. Weeben, are you back yet?
I am back, yes.
What would Weeben like to do?
All right. Are there any major status changes since I went away for a second?
Clitoris has got the frog in her hands.
And the goblins, have you said that they want to fight us still?
Yeah, the orcs are still wanting to fight.
What works? All right. And I'm no longer hidden?
You are still hidden.
Oh, I am. Okay.
In fact, the orcs moved. You would have a line of sight on this guy. If you wanted to short bow him.
I want to deceive him a bit if I can. But I don't want to shoot the arrow right past him. That might throw him off.
Right.
I want them to think that there's another enemy over this
Oh,
way.
and the orcs that you deceived previously have been crushed and drowned in a tidal wave.
Cease to be.
If I deceive these ones, will that be useful?
Yeah, you could attempt to, but they will have advantage on trying to see through your deception.
Look at that. I'll just shoot this one.
Okay, you have advantage on the attack because you are hidden.
Sweet. Nat 20.
Nice.
Over.
Double damage to everything.
Advantage to all of the things. Alright, double damage. 5, 10, 15, 16, 32.
Jesus. So, an arrow hits this orc in the forehead and he drops.
Alright, and then as a bonus, I'll just try and hide again.
Okay. Go ahead and make another stealth check.
Not a great one. 14.
Okay. Well, that's enough that they don't know where you are. And it doesn't really matter for the giant because he's a frog. The frog is going to attempt to break the grapple and squirm his way out of Clitoris' hand. And fails with a 3. I mean, I'm assuming. Clitoris can make a... well, no. That fails her last check. So, Smokey, what would you like to do?
Well, she had a +4, so even unless she rolled a 1.
So there's an orc right here, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Alright, I can just waltz on up and smack him with the sword.
Go for it.
25 to hit.
Yes.
Oh, to make this sword flamey, is that a bonus action? I think. Oh, bonus action.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, cool. So, I'll use my bonus action for that so that I can do more fire damage. Okay. $15.
Ooh. So, Snooky runs up to this orc and just cuts him in 2.
That's all there is left to... Well, I guess there's other orcs, but I don't think I can make it over there. Yeah, that's too far. Okay.
Okay. Zinquinal, what would you like to do?
I love that the ranger is limited because you can't like step 2 in melee, and I'm going to use a bow.
Right.
I'm going to I guess Oathbow that guy.
Okay.
So I think I've stepped into range.
Yep.
This is, it might be a little bit of overkill, which is kind of fun. Okay, so I'm going to very quickly swear him as my enemy.
Okay.
Why not? Right? I mean, because I get it back when he's dead. Right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Well, hold on. Is it immediate or is it like the following dawn, or let me double check. Oath bow.
Choose a new one after the next dawn.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, so you might want to save that.
Oh, to the next one. Okay. Well, then I won't swear anything. I'll just use it as a regular bow.
Okay, go for it.
14. Pretty please.
Nope, that bounces off the orc's hide armor.
Well, then in that case, I'm going to bonus action my hammer.
Okay.
And bonk him on the head, hopefully.
Go for it.
Okay. Let's see.
Yep, that hits.
That hits, okay. Let's see. Go through. Hold on. Give me a minute.
Okay.
For 10, and then we said I could put my Divine Strike on that?
You can.
Yay! Okay.
Ooh, yes, with Divine Strike, that orc goes down. Okay.
Even
Pink.
though the game's close to being over, it just turned to like tornado weather here, so if I disappear, that's what happened.
Okay.
Oh, there's thunder, lightning, hail, like it's fucking crazy right now.
Yeah, it's
Go to
supposed
Kansas.
it's supposed to be ridiculous today, and then tomorrow it's supposed to be dry. Whatever. So
Yeah,
we're
Oregon.
yeah. Sure glad that climate change is all a liberal hoax. Steve. So, okay. So, here's a thing that starts to happen. Weeben, you and Scaly, the elevator platform starts to lower again down to the next floor.
Do I start messing with the switch?
Messing with the switch initiates.
Self-destruction.
Well, we'll get to that in a minute.
Shit.
Steve the Devil, what would you like to do?
At this point, it seems redundant to take the frog from Clitoris. It's going to be same movements. So he will back her up and swoop down and attempt to stab the guy that has something in his back, whatever that is.
Yeah, he's prone. So if you swoop down and make a melee attack on him, you have advantage on your attack.
I will do that. That'll be half my movement to swoop down.
Okay.
18.
That hits.
Uh, 7 damage.
Okay. Your next attack. Still at advantage.
Which is good because that first roll was crappy. It's going to be over 20.
Yeah, that hits.
8 damage.
Ooh. You just finish him off, running him through.
That took half my movement to land. I can get at least back to here.
That is 4, 5, 6. How am I missing? Oh well. I was going to say, I think I'm missing an orc, but doesn't matter. Okay. So that's all the orcs. And then you moved back over there. Anything with a bonus action?
No bonus.
Okay. Scaly, what would you like to do?
Wait and watch for the frog to arrive and get shoved into the hole.
So, yeah, you see that this platform is starting to descend slowly. Weeben is now like 5 feet lower than he was before.
I'm still on my broom, so it lowering is a matter of practical applications, not whether I'm going with it.
Okay. Cleitaris, what would you like to do with your fistful of frog?
We'll catch up to Scaly and hold up Frog and be like, what are we doing with this thing?
So keep in mind, this platform is now 5 feet lower, and there's only about a 3-foot gap around the edge of the platform. When it was at the gantry at level with you guys, there was no gap at all.
Shove the frog through the gap.
Cool. Clitoris kind of leans over the edge and chucks the frog underneath.
Okay.
Down into the gap.
Go ahead and make a... It's going to be because it's a frog, it's an improvised weapon that you're throwing. So make a dex check.
This is going to be funny.
Dex check, huh?
Yep.
Let's see. 14.
The frog goes splat, but misses the gap and hits the platform hard, and is stunned for a round from hitting the platform so hard. It didn't take damage, but it is stunned.
Somebody kick it over the edge.
Weeben,
what would you like to do? Oh, so Weeben, are you pulling the lever, or are you going to run for the frog?
Well, damn it. I was going to try and pull the lever, but now I don't want this guy to be a problem, and I'm hoping that somebody can get me and fly me or something if it becomes a thing. This is our best chance to take this guy out easily, so I'm going to attempt to catch the frog and just throw it down the gap.
Okay, go ahead and make a dex save. Well, not a dex save, just make a dex check. And you can make it with advantage because the frog is stunned.
Ready? Dex check. And I have... That's not a saving throw, it's a check.
Correct.
Okay, then it's 22.
Yes. So Weeben tosses the frog down through the gap. The frog falls and takes 66 damage from falling.
only 60 feet, lame.
Let's see here.
It's object, huh?
Takes 18 points of damage, so it is no longer a frog.
So frog only has 1 hit point, so the other 17 points of lame damage become the fire giant's first.
Correct.
I'd really hope the hole was deeper.
So did I.
Hold on here.
I should have gave you the frog and had you fly up high.
Yeah, carry the frog up 300 feet.
And hold on here.
Well, that was my original build idea for Steve was using the pull ability and fly above people and multi-hit them with the Eldritch. But rereading the rules that it only applies per hit or once per turn kind of killed that build idea.
Mm.
So it's going to be like, pew, 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 pew. I pull you up 80 feet.
However, he does still have Hexblade's Curse on.
Yep.
Okay, so we've been successfully hucks the frog down, and this platform is still slowly lowering. Weeben, you come over and you pull on the lever, and the platform. It sounds like the grinding of brakes, and the platform comes to a halt, like 8 feet below the ledge here. And aside from that, out of this room, so Zinquinal can see it, there is a door to the south, and then there is this bucket chain that continues to go around a hallway. The bucket chain is moving to the southwest, and it is coming from the northwest. Where would you guys like to go?
Should we go investigate 13?
Somebody's probably going to have to help Weeben get up.
I'll go get him on my broom.
So are we out of initiative then?
Yes.
Okay. Then, yeah, either let's check out 13 or, I don't know, if the platform stops, we could sort of pseudo-jumpy climb across to 14, or go bucket to bucket until we hit 14.
On our way to 14, Steve's going to swing by the fireplace to see if there's anything good cooking.
Nope, it's just fire. Because it's not hot enough in here already.
I was hoping it had like some forge thing or something going on.
So, 13. The room to the south of the dressing mill contains a basalt table, a barrel of polluted water with iron pokers sticking out of it, an iron crate filled with manacles, and 2 racks of hooked poles. Hanging on the south wall is a set of rusty manacles. It's like they're bolted to the wall. And you can see that on the wall, where these manacles hang, there are bloodstains on the wall. That's all that's in 13.
It's the torture room, right?
Well, it looks more like an office.
This is where they train the new employees.
Yes. No, you work for Amazon. I get it.
Okay, so then do we want to go, bucket to bucket or across the bridge to 14?
I want to see what's up with this hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so so is everybody moving over to see what's going on with the hand?
Sure.
Yeah.
Wait.
I know. Spread people out so I can see them. Okay. Okay.
All right, guys, I got to duck out just a little early.
Well, if you can wait just a moment, we're going to break here in just a second. You get to this gantry. This hall stops at a gantry that is 30 feet above the chamber below. And you see these 2 large cranes. One of them, the northernmost crane, is holding what appears to be a giant severed adamantine hand. Across the chamber, you can see that there is 2 cranes holding a giant adamantine scimitar. And overhead, you can see dangling in midair the helmed head and upper torso of a huge construct.
Oh, great.
It is. You also notice that the construct, the helmet, in the helmet, the 2 eyes of the construct, one eye has a large ruby that is in the eye socket. The other eye is empty. And when I say a large ruby, I mean like the size of Smokey and Clitoris standing shoulder to shoulder.
Chip, so we can't shoot it out.
Down below, you can see a large fire giant that is playing fetch with a couple of hellhounds. And we will break there.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, guys, I will see you next week, and we will continue the adventures in Ironslag. Have a good one, guys.
Good one.